Section 5.1, the perimeter and area of a rectangle. Very straightforward stuff, grade F only. The question I've got, there's question 6 on the screen. For each of these shapes, work out the perimeter and the area. So there's 2 things for each one. I may not do all of them. Let's look at the first one. To work out the perimeter, you may recall that if you've got a rectangle there, then the opposite sides will be exactly the same length. So that's 8.3 centimetres and that's 2.7. So what's the perimeter? Well, the perimeter is the distance around the edge of the shape. So what have we got? We've got 2 lots of 2.7 plus 2 lots of 8.3, and then just grab a machine and get your answer. That's all you have to do. So 2 times 2.7 plus 2 times 8.3, and that comes to 22 centimetres. Very, very easy, isn't it? That's it. Now, what about the area? Well, the area of a rectangle is very straightforward. It would just be the base times the height, or the length times the width. Essentially, it's that multiplied by that. So here's the area. You're looking at 8.3 multiplied by 2.7. Let's do that quickly. 8.3 by 2.7. That gives us 22.41 centimetres squares. Please note centimetres because the perimeter is in fact a length of some sort, and therefore won't be in centimetre squares, but an area is 2-dimensional. See, centimetres times centimetres, centimetre squares, and the fact that you've got a perimeter of 22 and an area of 22.1, that's just a sheer fluke. It's not always going to be like that. So for that reason, I think I'll try another one. So here we go again. Part B, 1.4 and 8.2. So let's just do the perimeter again for this one. I've got 2 lots of 1.4 and 2 lots of 8.2. Just grab a calculator, do it quickly. 2 times 1.4, close bracket, plus 2, open bracket, 8.2. Please note how I'm using the brackets. Right, 19.2. Let's see where this goes in a minute. So 19.2 centimetres is the distance around the edge of this shape here, and its area, well, it's just the base times the height. So I've got 8.2 times 1.4. What am I going to get? 8.2 times 1.4. That gives us 11.48. So I'm going to call that 11.5 roughly. Please note centimetre squares area, centimetres perimeter because it's a length, and the 19.2 is not even close to 11.5. Now here we got squares. Now if you've got a square, all the lengths around the edge are exactly the same, so these are all 6s. So the perimeter is going to be straightforward. It's going to be 6 lots of 4 or 4 6s, either way 24 centimetres, and the area is going to be, well, the length times the height, which is 6 times 6, otherwise known as 36 centimetre squares. I might as well do this one for completeness anyway. The perimeter, I've got 4 lots of 5, haven't I? That was a better way around doing it really. 4 5s, 4 6s would have been better. Anywho, get the same result, 20 centimetres. And the area is going to be 5 times 5, because of course all these are 5s. Just multiply them. 25 centimetre squares. Done. I think I'll just turn over and finish off some of the rest of question 6. I'm still on page 67. Now these are more complicated. They deserve a little bit more attention here. Now, perimeter first. If I'm going to work out the perimeter, I need to know all these lengths. So look at this one here. It's actually question 6e. That's 4, that's 3. So what else? If that's 4 and that's 2, that's also got to be 2 centimetres in length, alright? Because 2 plus 2 makes the full length of 4. Now what about this little bit here? Well, right the way across the bottom we've got 4.5, and that little bit is 3, which means the rest of it across there, here in other words, is going to be the leftovers. So 4.5 take away 3, 1.5. So that's that little bit there. Okay, so I'm now ready to rock and roll with the perimeter. Let's go yellow. Do the perimeter in this dark area here. Add up all the lengths. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1.5 plus 2 plus 4.5. Please note how I'm taking them one at a time and writing them down so I don't suddenly miss any. I'm not laying them out in one random order. It's just done as you see, in order. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1.5. I'm using a calculator so I'm allowed to. Plus 2 plus 4.5. Total perimeter 17 centimetres. No, I lied, 17 metres. This is a dirty great big thing, isn't it? There you go, metres. Now the area, two ways of doing this. Essentially you can chop it across this way and make a rectangle, or you can chop it across this way and make a bigger rectangle and a diddy one, and that's the one I want to do. Either way, I've got all the lengths. I've got this part here, which is clearly 3 times 4. We can't use the 4.5 because that cuts across into the smaller shape here. So here's the area now. I've got 3 times 4, then add on the little baby one here. Let me just shade it that way around, which is 1.5 times 2. Brackets not needed because according to Bodmer's rules or Bidmer's rules, you've got to do the bracket first anyway. Let's do it over here because the equals doesn't show. Right, 4 3s are 12, so it'll be 12 plus 1.5 times 2, 3, so that's got 15. Don't need a calculator for that. So that bit is 12, that bit is 3, answer 15 centimetres squares worth of area. Same again with this one, worth our attention, isn't it? Right, let's just fill in all the bits and pieces. What do we got? That's 6, well that's going to be 6 as well, because it's a regular shape with line of symmetry. That's 5, so it's that. And what about this across here? I don't know what that is. I've got 6 across there, 5 across there. Because of that, I've got 6 plus 5 plus 6. That's 12. That's 12 plus 5, 17 across there. I've got 18 coming down here in this part of the T. Therefore, this is going to be 18 as well. So ready? Let's do the perimeter. Lots of little bits. I've got well, let's just pair up, shall we? I've got 2 5s. Got 2 lots of 5. Why not? I've got 2 lots of 6s. I've got 2 lots of 18. I've got a 17 and I've got a 5. That's all the bits. I know I've got 3 5s, but I've put these together as part of the top triangle. Sorry, the top rectangle, and that's a second, a separate 5 anyway. So what have we got here? I've got 10, 12, 2 18s, 36, 17 plus 5 is 22. Now I'm going to grab my calculator to speed up. I've got 10 plus 12 plus 36 plus 22. So my calculator makes that 80 centimetres. Please note just centimetres, it's a single length. Now area, very very easy. We can again cut it across there, the most obvious way of doing it. So I've got a little top rectangle here, and let's just go to black. So his area is going to be, well that's going to be 5 times 17, isn't it? Okay, 17 by 5, so 17 times 5, and that's not the whole story. Let's do the bottom one. The bottom one here is going to be 18 by 5, you see, 18, the length, 5 across, so it's plus 18 lots of 5, and just grab the calculator and do it. So I'm going to use my bracket function, so 17 open bracket 5 close bracket plus open bracket 18, I'm going to start again. I want to go open bracket 17 times 5 close bracket plus open bracket 18 times 5 and close bracket, and here we go, 175. And we're in centimetres, so it's centimetre squares in 2 dimensions. This one again looks complicated. It's really really easy. Again, as is usual, let's fill up all the bits and pieces. Across the bottom that's going to be 7 because it matches the 7 there. 4 in, so that one's going to be 4 as well. I've got a 4 there and a 2 there, which makes 6, which makes this gap 3. The reason it's 3 is because 9, take away that 4, take away those 2 there, leaves us with 3. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 makes a length of 9. Alright, so perimeter's dead easy. Let's do it quickly. Going round the angles. 7 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 7. That's a 2, isn't it? Plus 2 plus 7 plus 9 takes us back to the beginning again. So I went round this way, added up all my bits and not missed anything out, I hope. Now let's just do the maths. 7 and 4 is 11, plus 4 and 3 is 7, plus 4 and 2 is 6, plus 7 and 9 is 16, and that gives me a total of 40 centimetres. Alright, now area. A couple of ways of doing the area. I can break it up into 3 little bits and go for example across here and across here and get 3 parts, or I can rub it out and think of another strategy. I can go across here and still get 3 little bits. Well, I've got a different way of doing that. All of these ways work, of course. I'm going to imagine this purpley shape here is one complete rectangle like that. So I'm going to work out my 7 times 9 like that and take away this little bit, and it's as though I've taken a little chunk out of this purple rectangle, and if I take the chunk out then I've got the shape that's left. So essentially I have got an area of 7 times 9, take away that little white chunk there, which is a 3 by 4. Alright, so let's do it in bits and pieces now. 7 nines. I don't like my 9 times table at all, really don't like them. Anyway, 63 take away 12. That's going to leave us with 51 centimetres. And it's square because we have an area now. The last shape is a lot easier than this shape actually. It's obviously 2 rectangles. So let's have a look. This length here, I've got 8 plus a 4. That'll make a 12. So that's 12 across there. So 12, 12, 8. Now what about this bit? If that's 1 and that's 12, that's got to be 11 metres, hasn't it? And please note, this doesn't look like 1 if that's actually a 12. It should be an awful lot skinnier than that. But don't go by how it looks. These diagrams are never drawn to scale. You must obey the maths. And so here's the perimeter. 12 plus 8, just write them down. Going clockwise, 12 plus 8 plus 11 plus 4 plus the 1 plus the 12. I'm now back home, aren't I? Yep, 12. I've gone back to the other 12. So what have I got then? So that's going to be 20 plus 15 plus 13. That's adding up in little pairs. I've got 48 metres around that arrangement there. And the area, again, dead easy. Break it up into 2 bits, cut it across there like so. So I've got this part here, which is 12 by 8. And I've got this part here, which is 4 by 1. 12, 8, I think a 96, 4 ones are 4. Final answer, 100 metres squares worth of area. And I'm going to leave that as done. Okay, so very basic grade F stuff, but it's all good marks, isn't it? So get what you can, and I'll see you in part 5.2 quite soon.